Good morning, everyone. It is November 9th. I know I touched on this yesterday, but I think it's really worth going back over since it has the potential to spread across the entire planet. Of course, I'm talking about Ebola. CDC Director, Congo's Ebola outbreak may not be containable. And this is on shtfplan.com and from Max Slavo. So Robert Redfield, he is the director for the Center for Disease Control. He said the Democratic Republic of Congo's newest Ebola outbreak may not be containable. Tom Inglesby, the director of the Johns Hopkins Center for Health Security in Baltimore, said that if the Ebola outbreak becomes endemic in the Congo's North Kivu province, it shows we've lost the ability to trace contacts, stop transmission chains, and contain the outbreak. And in this situation, Ebola could spread, which can negatively impact both trade and travel. So they're saying that they're having troubles keeping up with the chain of transmission. People who've been confirmed to have Ebola, their contacts, right? And that's a big problem. That's a really big problem. Now, I've talked about Ebola each and every time new information comes out. I stay on top of this, just like I stay on top of Yellowstone. And by the way, there's been a lot of earthquakes over there in Yellowstone. So, the Congo, it is riddled with war, and it's making it very difficult for these people to do their work. The problem with containment of this particular Ebola outbreak stemmed from the fact that the disease is spreading in an active war zone with several armed groups attacking health officials, government aides, and civilians. Some civilians with Ebola have refused treatment, and healthcare workers are still being infected. About 68 to 80% of new cases do not show an epidemiological link to prior cases. So there's no link between the new cases and previous ones. The daily rate of the new Ebola cases had more than doubled in early October. In addition, there is community resistance and a deep mistrust of the government as the raging outbreak continues to spread through an active war zone. The World Health Organization, CDC, and other international health organizations say they are worried about the current Ebola outbreak spreading to port cities like Butembo, I think that's right, I'm not sure, which will only exacerbate infection transmission rates. And, by the way, one of these doctors, one of these infected healthcare workers, they can probably easily get on a flight, and if that happens, it's over with. It's done. I don't make these videos to scare people. I make them to make you aware of the possibilities of this shit going out of control. So, again, be wary of these things, because you heard what they said. These guys make it, any one of these people or two of these people make it onto an international flight. Once again, it will be terrible. And shared with you an article a couple months ago, I think, where the people were talking about how if it makes it to a industrialized country, a modern country like the United States, Britain, France, so on, that the death rate will climb as health facilities collapse under the weight of the pandemic. So, you know, without treatment, the death toll goes up considerably. Anyway, thought I'd share this with you. Hope everyone has a good day.